Hello everyone, it is Devon here with Divinely Guided Tarot, and we're actually doing a surprise reading today. Actually, I wasn't planning on this, but I was just felt called to say that this is a love reading specifically. So we're gonna do a love reading. Let's see what happens. I have my astrology dice here, and I'm just gonna roll for each group. So it's gonna be kind of how do you say, random on the which dice is gonna come out, and what it's gonna land on. So for our pile number 1, we have the houses, and we have house 7, which, all right. Then we have Gemini here, and then we have Mars. Ooh, spicy. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out oracle cards for each of the decks, and then do our meditation for them. Ooh. So, I got a sneak peek at that one. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay. Also, I got this little turtle skull at Oddities and Curiosities that came into town recently, and it was so much fun. And I got that little turtle skull. It was great. Oh, okay. It's called the pull 2 for pile 2. Gemini's there. Pile 3. Okay. We go for pile 3. And then I'm going to do my other oracle deck for each of them. So for pile 1. Oh my gosh. Pile 2, you got 2 again. I get the feeling that your reading might be a bit of a longer one. Okay. Yeah. Okie dokie. Alright. Let's get into it. Go ahead and push pile 2 and 3 up here. So 7th house, I'm actually gonna read from, I'm not super familiar with the houses, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Partnerships, personal or business partnerships. A new person in your life may become significant, can relate to contracts, marriage, divorce, or matters of the law, which, and then this is the oracle deck that I saw. Sorry, my cat might be coming up here. She's making a bit of a ruckus. We have bring love into this situation, new moon in Aquarius. I do think that this is more about the message here, but if you are an Aquarius, or if the person that you're thinking of is an Aquarius, this is confirmation for that. And then we have Mary Shelley loss. Okay, so immediately I'm getting the sense that there are some hard times going on, especially with the 7 here, the 7th house. what stuck out to me when I was reading that was the divorce. Now, I'm not saying that you are going through a divorce, but there might be some reprioritizing in your relationship. Um, Maybe you are in a period where you have to admit that, like, hey, we've been together for a long time. Love has its ups and downs, and I think we're going through a down right now, and I want to stick by you and I want to make this work, but I need space or I need to work through this thing. I'm also getting the sense that this is a very personal thing. Like, it really truly is a this isn't you, it's me kind of situation with bring love into the situation, because it's really asking you to be patient, or someone here needs to be patient with the other person, um, and to really just try to have an understanding of what's going on. I am also, maybe someone in your relationship has lost someone recently or has lost something recently, like a job or a family member or a friend. um I'm also getting, and this is for someone specific, maybe like a child as well. um Here with Mary Shelley here, I'm called to bring out my horror tarot deck for this reading. I just feel like that's going. The thing about this deck is it's kind of got this bit of realistic. I feel like it's kind of got this gothic vibe, and to me at least, gothic vibes are like that sort of realistic horror, the horror of the everyday, which I really think that Mary Shelley, and honestly a lot of her counterparts in this deck, this is the Literary Witches Oracle deck, um, her and a lot of her counterparts really understood the mundane horror. And I think that this deck does a really good job at understanding that in love situations, especially. Sometimes it's not all sunshine and rainbows um, in love. It really isn't. And as adults, you have to be able to work through that. You have to be able to bring love into the situation, and understanding and patience. Oh. So we have Five of Cups. So yeah, that loss. Um, you can really tell that these are pocket tarots because these oracle cards are so huge. um, yeah. Oh, we have Queen of Pentacles here. And Seven of Pentacles. I don't know if I feel like maybe I need to bring in more, but let's just talk about these real quick. So yeah, I am getting the sense that this is some sort of legacy loss is what I'm feeling. And maybe one of you is going through that sort of grief that comes with that. Yeah, yeah. Especially with Mary Shelley here, I'm hearing that it's like a if you're familiar with the story of Frankenstein, the real true tragedy and horror of it is creating life and then not being able to create a good world for that life, or being able, like, creating life and that life's happiness is out of your control. Frankenstein created this monster, and the monster was upset that there was no one else like him. It was truly that loneliness that was eating away at him. And not and that's why we always you see Frankenstein's bride. It's not but it's because Frankenstein had to go and create a wife for his monster so that he wouldn't be alone. And like, that's not, it's not really within his power. It's not always within our power to make sure that our children have everything they need in life to be happy. And coming to terms with that, um, I really see here is what it's that sort of legacy. Um, so maybe this is sort of a loss of it's almost like an ego, but it's the ego of your legacy, of your family, of what you're leaving behind, or trying to take care of someone. That sort of um, parental love is not being able to see through on a situation. Um, yeah, I'm seeing that it's like a trying so hard to break generational curses and realizing that the whole world is against you. Sorry, I just got so sad. This is I want you to know that like you're not alone in this. This is truly something that I think most parents feel, and I am getting the feeling that you are either a parent or you are the child of a parent that is going through this. Um or like you are a child and you've lost your parent and you're realizing that like they did what they could but they really couldn't do much. um and coming to terms with that is it's never easy, especially in this world that we live in. It's so I, I hate to be a downer about this situation, but it's so hard in living in this capitalist society that we're in. It's so hard to prioritize happiness and to prioritize relationships and partnerships and family. Um, and I'm really seeing like not only be patient with yourself, but be patient with your partner. You guys are going through this together. I as a couple, and I am getting distinctively that this is not like a new love situation. No, this is a you guys are in a relationship together and one of you is going through something. I want to get some more cards here. Yeah. We have death in reverse. Um so yeah, this is definitely going to be, I feel like maybe one of you just has not experienced such a profound loss like this. And so it's hard to, it is, with it being in reverse like this, I feel like it's hard to put a spin on it. Um, I think death in tarot means a transition, a transformation, going from one thing to another, but that is really death. Like in real life, that is death. Um, and that's just what it is. It is what it is. You're coming to terms with your own mortality with this. I want you to know that sometimes it's okay to not put a spin on it. Um, yeah. And then we have Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords here. So, yeah. This is really a be patient. Again, the bring love into this situation, I think, is really the Knight of Cups here. Really trying to understand, be patient, be kind. Um, and also I'm feeling like know that like while whoever is going through this, the other person is going to have to kind of pick up the slack. And if they can't, you're going to have to go through it together. Now, the good news is that going through this is perfectly natural. There are plenty of groups out there to reach out to. Um, People who have suffered loss, like there's grieving groups. Um, people who have lost their parents recently or lost their children. Um, if you have not so much physically lost your children, but have emotionally lost your children, I would actually suggest to, instead of reaching out to groups, um, by parents, for parents in that situation, reach out to groups by children for parents or by children for children, um, for advice on how to proceed. Because especially older folks get very stuck in their ways. They have a very uh, specific outlook on life, really. And I think sometimes as we get older, we get so drawn into the bigger picture of how things look and how things work that we forget how to validate the small things. And maybe if you are going through a situation where you and your child are having a bit of a distancing, validating those small things and validating um, their experiences, I think is really a, a big part of rebuilding that relationship and rekindling those bonds. I'm gonna do like this. Um, I almost feel like pulling out more cards, but I maybe we're done. I'm gonna pull out another mini deck and see. Yeah, so we have the Lovers and the Chariot. So, yeah, there's definitely a bit of being pulled in opposite directions here. Two people really, I'm feeling united and connected, spiritually, and emotionally, having a bit of a disagreement on how to handle a situation. Anything else to say? No. You have Ten of Swords. So, someone is really, really tired. I'm feeling exhausted is the way that they're feeling. Um, and then Three of Swords in reverse. So, yeah, I'm really feeling that rest and recuperation might be needed. Taking a bit of a break. From It's so hard to say, like, oh, take a break from this situation, because like I feel like this is such a intense emotionally like situation that you can't really take a break from it. Taking a break from other things would just make you focus on it more, and that's not what really needs to happen. I'm I'm hearing it's more you need to focus on each other. And I am getting the sense that maybe one of you is the Knight of Cups and one of you is the Knight of Swords. So there might be a bit of a head versus heart sort of situation going on within your relationship. Um, and that's also maybe where this chariot is going. The chariot is often pulling in two different directions. And with the lovers here, I feel it's almost like when you're on a road trip and you disagree on how to get there. Um, and I'm sensing that sort of chaotic energy, that fighting energy going on. Um, so I am going to ask for more advice. I do think that bring love into this situation is really good advice in this particular instance. Um, but I feel like this is so heavy, and I want to bring some life into it, some light into it. Sorry. And just see what's. Nothing's really popping out. So instead, I'm going to read Mary Shelley real quick from the book. Because yeah, cycle of life, transitions, and attachment. Frankenstein isn't the garish zombie story we've seen in pop culture. Inspired by scientific discussions of the day and complex feelings Mary Shelley had about parenting, exactly. Frankenstein is a painful tale about the creation of life and what happens to shunned, abandoned children. Her life was harrowing as a famous Her life was as harrowing as her famous novel, and her great losses of mother, husband, and 3 children tried her ideals of domestic harmony. Yeah. So, um, again, try to reconnect with your family unit as much as you can. I am also getting the sense that maybe this being tired here is a bit of it could be ideals. um I know we always make jokes about like Thanksgiving and like this uncle that's talking about whatever, and we always have family members that we have political and social disagreements with, and I'm hearing that because they're so that maybe those things are getting in the way of truly getting to know a person. And just because you know their political ideals doesn't mean you know who they are. And in fact, a person is more likely not to tell you who they are if they feel like there's some sort of political agenda that they have to defend all the time. If and that goes both ways. But you really have to agree as a family that hey, these topics are really making it hard to connect as a family, and I want to agree to disagree and not talk about those things. Depending on what those things are, that may or may not go over well. But you have to, I do get the feeling that if you want to bring this to resolution, something needs to be addressed for a final time. Yeah. So, anyways, that was your pile number 1. I wish you the best of luck with this situation, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night whenever you see this. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. If this really resonated with you, please let me know. I would really like to hear, and especially if you get some sort of resolution on this, I just want to know if this had an impact on your life, because that's ultimately what I set out to do, is to help y'all in whatever ways that I can. And even if that means speaking on something that people don't want to be spoken on. So, I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day or night. Bye. Alrighty, group 2. Yeah, Gemini. And funnily enough, the most of our oracle cards here. So, first of all, we have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Put that there. We have Apple and Sappho, love. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm getting a very karmic energy. I'm immediately thinking of, oh, sorry, my cat might be entering the frame here. I'm I'm getting immediately a sort of karmic sort of take here. Move her. Oh, okay. Go ahead, honey. The apple immediately makes me think of that Hosier song from Eden. A rope in hand for your other man to hang from a tree. I don't know why that's the line that's coming through. I think with work through your fears here, it might be a bit of jealousy. We'll have to get into the tarot cards. A time to give rather than take. And with Sappho, I kind of feel like yeah, that's definitely supposed to be switched. I am getting the feeling that maybe one of you is a Scorpio, especially with Sappho here and Apple. I'm just feeling like this is a very sort of intense love. Sappho, for those who don't know, was a poet in Grecian times, who wrote about straight and gay relationships. She is known to be a very big lesbian, but she is actually bisexual. She did write about being in love with men as well, but she is a lesbian icon for sure. And yeah, with that and with Hosier coming through, I am getting that this is a very intense love. It's so funny. I feel like this whole reading has been very gothic. Even with the last reading was very gothic and kind of morbid, and I'm getting that this has that sort of gothic romance kind of vibes to it, just in the intensity of feelings, but also just like in this sort of darker aura. It really is the playing with fire that I'm getting here. So I am gonna use the horror tarot again. Because I do feel like I don't know, it's just vibes, baby, okay? Like, I don't know. Like, that's just the vibes that I'm getting, is that, like, this is gothic, this is intense. It is definitely giving, as a Venus and, Venus and Scorpio person, this is giving Venus and Scorpio. It's giving Venus and Scorpio. It's giving, Venus and Leo kind of vibes, like, bow to me. Get on your knees. I need you to worship me in every aspect, and you better not look at anyone else. Yeah, the Emperor here. Okay. Okay. I see where we're going with this. I see where we're going with this. Ooh. We have 8 of Wands. And not it being Mothman. Okay, you're queer. If you didn't know you were queer, you're probably queer. Okay. 8 of Wands. Sorry, that was so... Okay, I'm gay. I'm allowed to say that word. We have 8 of Wands with Mothman here. And I'm so sorry, that was so out of pocket. Okay. So I only say that because Mothman is like, gay people love Mothman. And when I say love Mothman, I mean like they want to get bounced with Mothman. I don't really get it. I don't really get y'all. But they're, okay. So 8 of Wands here. I am getting the sense that there is some sort of power exchange. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is getting spicy. That is the vibes that I'm getting. Forbidden apple, this is getting spicy. Okay. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is spicy. I am getting the feeling, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This may be a new relationship. I don't know. It might not be. But I am getting the feeling that we have, okay, so we have the Emperor here. Someone here is very masculine and someone here is very feminine. Doesn't have to be a straight relationship. Gender is a concept, man-made. It doesn't exist. But someone here is very masculine and someone here is very feminine. And I get the feeling that the masculine one of you is very straightforward, dominant, whereas the very feminine of you is very like, I don't know how to put this. It's like it's giving princess energy. It's giving bratty princess energy. It's giving, I'm good, so you should worship me kind of energy. Yes. Soft dom right here. I feel like, yeah. And I am explicitly getting this feeling that, like, if you haven't been able to explore in sort of this, like, BDSM kind of way, again, like I said, it's getting very spicy. If you haven't been able to explore in this very, I don't know, sort of way, you will be with this person. You will be able to do that with this person. And again, I am definitely getting this sort of, how do I say this? It's like with the work through your fears, it's very much giving, you weren't sure if this is something for you, but it's igniting something in you. I dropped a card. Okay, the Magician. Yeah, so maybe you've been wanting a relationship like this for a while, but you just have not found the right person. I'm getting the feeling you haven't found the right person that you trust. And I'm putting these off here to the side because I do think that there's another deck that I need to pull for y'all. So I'm going to pull that right now. We're going to sit with it. Yeah, so if you've been trying to manifest this sort of relationship, that is what this is. That is what this is. This person. Ooh, there's like some dusties in my cards. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, so, and I do get the feeling that it's kind of like this is all going kind of fast, and that's someone here saying that this is all going kind of fast. I am getting the feeling that you might be this feminine energy, this Queen of Cups energy. I'm gonna say something, and y'all have to not take it personally, okay? I'm getting the sense that this feminine energy is sort of like this, it's like manipulation, but only for those who consent to it. And I feel like this person's going to consent to that. It's almost like and this new moon in Virgo, and with this energy that it is coming into this, it's giving very Lilith and Virgo energy. Which if you're not familiar with, Lilith and Virgo energy is that sort of run me my money, run me the dick, and get the fuck out of my life kind of energy. It's a very, how do I put this? She a baddie. She about her business. She about her money. She got the tightest around. Okay, and I say she, but again, like, it's gender ain't real. We use pronouns to better understand each other, and honestly, we should all just be using they, them anyways. It would make life so much easier. But like, a baddie, and like, no, she a baddie, and like, think about Lilith, like, the version of Lilith that supposedly, like, went out and did the deed with the devil and was doing the do and was having the demon babies, but she was also like the queen of those demon babies. Like, that is the energy that Virgo has. Like, I'm gonna fuck around and get mine, and you can come and go. And I feel like that's you. Like, you, like, that is this Queen of Cups energy. It's like, I'm gonna get mine. What's that song by Ari Lennox? Was it Ari Lennox? Fuck, I can't remember. It was either Ari Lennox or Jean Aiko. She's like, I'm gonna come and sit on it. I'm gonna sit and then I'm gonna dip. That's that vibe from Virgo, from this Virgo Queen of Cups energy. And it's kind of like you addicted to it. You addicted to it, and you're gonna give me what I want because I know you're addicted to it. We both know you're addicted to it. And you know what? I'm gonna take good care of you because I like you. You're fun to play with. That's this energy. You're fun to play with. I'm gonna keep you around. I love that for you. That is fantastic. I love it. It's amazing. It's great. It's great. Okay. I do have a couple questions. And I feel like, given the energy here, I'm asking the questions that you're gonna ask, and that is, how deep is this? How deep is this? Is this like a superficial thing? Okay, we have 7 of Pentacles, Father of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. Okay. Spread these out this way a little bit. Okay. So I am getting that this is something that's a bit deep. It is definitely one of those things where, like, it wasn't meant to be deep, but it's going to be. It wasn't meant to be deep, and it's going to be hard at first. I get the feeling that a lot of this is going to be wrapped up in sexual tension and, um, yeah, things are just, it's happening so fast. And how do I put this? How do I put this? It's happening so fast, and there's almost like you don't really get to know each other that well, and it's so strange for you. That is so strange for you. I get the feeling, first of all, I really resonate with you. Girl, this really reminds me of when I met my husband. This is like, I don't normally trust people like this and to do these things to me, but for whatever reason, something about you makes me trust you. And then so you get to entangling yourself with this person, and then you find out some things about their beliefs that you don't agree with. Now listen, we're gonna figure out if this is workable or not, but I am getting the feeling that this is something that can go deeper if you want it to go deeper. It can go deeper if you want it to go deeper. And I am getting the feeling that if you get your morals right, the way that you look at the world, that foundation with this Father of Pentacles here, this is Taurus energy. If you get that foundation right, then you're gonna be Gucci. It's fine. It's good. I am also getting the feeling specifically that this could be a water and earth energy mix, especially with the Emperor here, Virgo, and Father of Pentacles, that Taurus here, and with the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, and Five of Wands. I'm sorry, but as someone who has a lot of Scorpio in their chart, Scorpio is the fire sign of the water signs. It just is. I don't make the rules. That's just how it goes. So, I'm getting specifically that maybe one of you is a Scorpio, and the other one is a Virgo or a Taurus, but definitely an earth sign of some sort. And I think that's why this apple is also coming through as sort of this traditional thing. And I think that's the thing about it, is that, like, this guy, like, whoever this masculine energy is, very traditional in the way that they think that relationships work, and you are upending that, the way that it works, the way that he thinks. I And it's really hot. Like, it is so hot to him. Like, it really turns him on, the way that you break tradition and the way that you just kind of go your own way and pave your own path. And it's almost like, how do I put this? You're so steadfast in the way that you see your life, the way that you see yourself, the way that you want things to happen. Not only want things to happen like in your personal life, but in the outer world. I also am getting the feeling that, like, you really make this person think beyond themselves. And okay, personal bias here, but don't he look like Dracula from Castlevania? And you know the relationship that he had with his wife. That's the relationship that I'm seeing with y'all. Is that, like, he is a recluse, he has a very set mind, but you are also very set minded. You are very steadfast in your beliefs and how you should act, not only to yourself, but also to the people around you. And I'm not saying that, like, he treats other people badly, but more so that, like, maybe they just don't cross his mind that much. You have a very, like, community oriented mind, whereas they don't. This emperor person just does not have that sort of thinking. And I think that the same way that what was her name? Lisa, I think, was able to change Dracula's mind in that movie. That's how you're going to be for this person as well. So let's see here. Oh, lovers just wanted to come out. We'll put that at the top because I was going to ask a question. I didn't ask it and it just popped out. So how are we going to make this, what would it take to make this relationship go deeper? We have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What would it take to make this relationship go deeper? Oh, well, we got a bunch of stuff fall out. I don't think that's how that works. We have Mother of Swords here. That is you. Yeah. The Father of Pentacles and the Mother of Swords here. That is definitely y'all. Oh my God. With the Libra here and the Taurus. Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. And so while they seem very different, they both have this sort of commonality of having a very, how do I put it? A love for the nicer things in life, the finer things, the pleasure, that sort of thing. So we'll get into more of the Mother of Swords, but that's just what stood out to me immediately. What will it take to make this relationship work? Oh my gosh. Okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay. So there's definitely going to need to be collaboration here and a bit of I'm hearing really long talks, late night talks, in fact, staying up late, talking really truly about your ideals, your emotions that are motivating them. Sorry, I have neighbors outside coming down the stairs, if you can hear them. Yeah, I am seeing that this could really truly be a divine connection. If you let it be. Oh my God, what the hell? With the Lovers here that just came out randomly, with Gemini here, and I just feel like this is, and I said that before, that this felt like a karmic connection with the Apple and Sappho here and Scorpio. I really feel like this could be something truly, truly like destined to be, which I don't really say that lightly, and maybe it's just because, like, again, this relationship, this reminds me a lot of the relationship me and my husband have, especially when we first met. He was just in a place, we met very young, so he was just in a place where, like, a lot of his ideals about the world and the way that his morality worked, he had learned from his parents, and a lot of them I disagreed with. And so there was a period of time where I had to, like, question him, like, hey, why do you think like that? Like, what motivates you to think like that? And his honest to God answer was, I don't know. Like, I don't know. This is just what I was taught. And it was just kind of like a period where I had to say, okay, well, I don't think that. And if we're going to be together, you're going to have to change your mind. You're going to have to figure it out. And he did. Yeah, he had to. And it's so funny because, like, I think, and this may be a little TMI be putting on YouTube or wherever the fuck this video is going, but I had said earlier, like, this Queen of Cups energy, really, like, she got that panini on lock. Like, it's juicy and tight. Juicy, like grapefruit. And, like, me and my husband, we hadn't had anything like that. Like, we hadn't done that yet before. Like, we were still dealing with these conversations before that even came. So it doesn't even necessarily need to be the sex. It's kind of it's just the vibes. Um, and obviously, like, you can make out and do other things and whatnot. Um, but I am getting, like, it's funny. This three of pentacles, like, these ants are marching upwards, but it came in upside down. So I'm really feeling like this is the digging deep into what's going on, and psychologically, uh, what's going on, with their values, with their morals, with, however it is that they think that things need to be. And I'm seeing here with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands really, like, it's this sort of, it's a very defensive energy. It's very combative, obviously, but, like, you can see here in the picture, but, like, there's also a bit of, when it's in reverse, you need to think about what your motives are behind the feelings that you're feeling. And someone here needs to do that. I don't know if it's you. I don't think it is. But also, I don't know you. And this is a general reading. So, for some of you, it might be you need to rethink your own stuff. And for some of you, maybe he needs to rethink his own stuff. And seeing here with the Mother of Wands, or sorry, Mother of Wands, Mother of Swords here, that research and truth need to prevail. It doesn't matter, y'all, because y'all both could be wrong. Y'all both could be wrong. So do some research together, figure it out together. Being like, oh, well, I thought this thing was this way or this thing was that way, and like, hold on, let me look this shit up. And then it turns out that it's a little bit of both, but neither at the same time. You know? Like, maybe one of you thinks that they're putting stuff in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay, and the other one is like, actually, frogs change their gender all the time. And then you do research and you find out that, hey, frogs, there are some frog populations that are in fact dying out. Frogs don't naturally change their gender, but if there is some sort of extinction level event, if there is some sort of imbalance in sexes among frogs in a specific area, then the gender will change. And then you find out that, hey, some local company is putting stuff in the water that is affecting a certain frog, then yeah, they are putting chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay. But also, frogs do that shit on their own. So, you're both wrong and you're both right kind of situation. That is a very weird example to give, but it was the only one that I could think of, and it was kind of funny, and I made myself laugh on the inside. So, yeah, maybe there's something like that. That said, if there are I'm telling you, if there are some sort of social ideological differences, just know that it is not up to you to change their mind. That is not your job, baby. It is not your job. Yeah, that is not your job. You can let them figure that shit out. I didn't do that shit for my husband. And trust me, he had some shit like turning the freaking frogs gay kind of thoughts. And I said, you need to figure that shit out. Because you figure it out by tomorrow, I'm leaving. I'm not going to be here tomorrow if you're still thinking that way. And it's essentially what I said. And they're going to have to figure it out one way or another. And I am getting the sense that maybe Again, y'all both need to do the research for this. Again, that the sexual tension is on point. And again, I do think that this is a situation where it might be worth it to work through it. It might be worth it to work through it. Don't give your emotional energy away to someone who does not care. But if there is someone who, again, I said before, you may be the type of person that naturally thinks about other people, and maybe they are not. If they are not willing to ignite a curiosity about other people and how other people live and how lives might be different than theirs, then it's not worth it. That's not the type of person. There are people who are worth teaching and there are people who are not. Make sure that you know the difference. That's all I gotta say about that. I do think that this is, again, a time to give rather than take and work through your fears. This is going to be a very fast, you're moving fast kind of energy, really taking you off guard. And I am getting the sense that, like, you are a guarded person in general. A guarded person in general. So like this sort of energy where you are naturally giving is not normal for you, and it feels very uncomfortable. So when these conversations come to light, it can be very uncomfortable for you. I'm getting to stay grounded in your beliefs and what you believe and how you think and what you value. Yeah. I think a lot of times we don't think about swords energy as values. We kind of think of that as pinnacles, but I do think that that's where this Mother of Swords energy is coming from, is these values, especially with Libra here. Think about your values, and that is, I do think that maybe there's some sort of thing going on there, but that it can be worked through. Just be careful with your energy, babes. Be careful with your energy. And I think that is all for you, group 2. Well, baby, I'm wishing the best for you. I think this is gonna be hot and heavy, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited for you. So yeah, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below to tell me if this makes sense. Do you know who this person is? Do you know what values it is that I'm talking about here? Because I want to know. I need the tea, okay? I like the tea. I want to know if, how, and when I helped you, and what the tea is on how it resolved. And of course, if you want more videos like this, please subscribe, because I will be posting more and more as time goes on. Anyways, I will see y'all next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. On your astrology dice, you got Mars. So, it's funny because I said this was going to be the spicy one, but last one was the spicy one. So Mars in love, and normally talks about how you express love, especially during more intimate times. So let's see. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon and praying mantis. Alrighty. Well, okay. I'm gonna read both of these because that's just how I'm doing. Oh. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay, disseminating moon. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn about your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how do you do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Tune to the moon. I am where I am and it's okay. Additional meanings. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else and avoid falling into a slump. No matter when you pick this card, I suggest you're at a more tranquil point in life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. Give yourself some time off and think about what is past. And I think with praying man, yeah, wit, manipulation, and fun for praying mantis. Yeah, so, okay. This is just my brain doing what I say my brain. I don't know if, like, sometimes my brain just is my brain and I'm thinking about things, but sometimes I'm like, maybe my brain's thinking that way for a reason. So, I feel like this is a situation in which something spicy happened. Specifically, like, someone bit your head off and you're learning from that experience. You are disillusioned with it. And so you're kind of sort of making peace. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some tarot cards because I feel like this can be talking about a million and one things. It's not very clear. So immediately we have the 10 of Pentacles. I'll put these out to the side. And the Hermit, yeah, which goes with disseminating moon. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say, why this came to mind, but, like, do you know that not all female praying mantises, or they don't eat their partner's head every time? Not every time. We have Mother of Swords. And 8 of Swords. Okay. I'm getting the feeling definitively that there is some sort of healing going on with this 10 of Pentacles here. It's the rainbow, and I really feel like, I don't know why, but, like, the Pentacles give me the idea of the actual chakras healing with the colors that we have here. So maybe you need to do some sort of chakra healing or some sort of meditation on that. Sorry, I'm like trying to, I always do this thing where I never know what kind of, like, layout I'm gonna do, and it just kind of changes with the reading. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. Okay. Definitely need to take some time to do some healing. Search for some sort of truth. I do think some research is needed. Considering like the strange fact that just popped into my head about the praying mantis and the Mother of Wands here, I feel like some sort of research is needed to do. You need to do so that you can break out of something. I'm hearing the cycle of life. You need to break out of the cycle of life for some reason. So we have the Child of Pentacles, Father of Swords here. Child of Pentacles in reverse and the Father of Swords. Yeah, so this is really, I'm hearing stop being, what? Not naive. Stop being intentionally ignorant. You're being ignorant about a situation. You're being childish about a situation concerning love, concerning family. Do research. Do research. The Father of Swords and the Mother of Swords here. I feel like research is definitely needed. And I think the application of that research is sort of the focus point here. So I'm going to ask a question here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So the research that I'm hearing is not research that you can go out and get online. It's research that you have to look inside of yourself and research yourself and what you want and what your beliefs are. Okay. Yeah. What are these beliefs that we need to look deeper into? Wow. Everything is what I'm hearing. All these cards came out. So on the table though, we have Three of Pentacles in reverse and Child of Swords. Okay. You may want to go back and watch pile 2. Just because this seems to have a very similar kind of vibe almost to pile 2. And this Three of Pentacles came out in reverse in that. And we had a lot of the Mother and Queen of Swords in that pile as well. I'm feeling with Three of Pentacles in reverse and Child of Swords, I'm feeling like there is some sort of deep childhood thing that needs to be addressed. It might be like the way that you were raised. You have Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so definitely something with the way that you were raised, the way that you learn to operate in your relationships needs to change. Turtles could be very important. I'm going to say that now because we have Six of Swords here with the turtle We have the Hermit here. And I don't normally decorate my space like this, but we do have this turtle head here as well. Um, I felt called to mention that between piles 2 and 3, I think it was. And so, yeah. Ooh. Okay. So I'm feeling you have a very hard exterior. And when you are confronted about things that you don't like, you like to hide and soothe your shell. That is not a very healthy coping mechanism. It's not a coping mechanism that comes from the place of learning and transforming and growing to be a better person. Um, it'll keep you safe for a certain amount of time. But are you going to really truly enjoy life like that? Are you really going to achieve the things that you want to achieve by hiding away in your shell? And when you're confronted on the way that you believe things, when you're confronted on how you think the world works. Oh my gosh, my cat is pulling on my stuff. Get out of here. Go on. Okay. Yeah, I really do feel like, especially with the Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is like such a generational thing. And with the Three of Pentacles, it's really telling me you need to dive deep and look at your foundation. Look at what made you you in these instances. And just shift everything upwards a little bit. I want to make sure that y'all can see what I'm seeing. So yeah, so this is the Six of Swords in reverse that I'm talking about. And then, come here. This is the Hermit here. So, I want to think of another question, but I'm not quite sure what to ask. I'm not going to ask a question. We're going to just let the cards be and come out and say the thing that they want to say. Mother of Wands. So I do feel like maybe you need to look at your relationship with your mother, or your relationship with very, I guess, motivated women. Yeah, we have Five of Wands and Ace of Wands. Women who have their own, I say women, but feminine energies that have their own thoughts and ideas of how the world should work, who are very set in their ways. You need to look at really how were those types of women treated? How were they talked about in your family? And do you really truly agree with them? Have you seen any practical evidence of how your family talked about them? Were they put on such a high pedestal that they never got the help that they needed and asked for? Or were they told that they would never find love? And were they belittled and told that they weren't womanly enough? I'm gonna ask, who does the court need to be in this moment while they are doing this? Who do they need to be? What is the energy they need to embody? Five of Swords in reverse. So be receptive. Be receptive of whatever information that you discover about yourself or about your surroundings or about what is coming through for you. Be receptive. Yeah. And this is supposed to be a love reading, but I really feel like it is almost like you aren't able to be in a sort of relationship until this is dealt with. Until this inner relationship is dealt with. Why do we think these things? Why do we feel this way? Is it because we were told to feel this way? Is it because we have trauma affiliated with certain things? And or are traumatized responses valid in the experiences that we're currently going through? Sometimes it would be perfectly rational to react a certain way in a past experience, but because that isn't the current experience, it is not appropriate. So yeah, that's really what I'm getting for y'all. I really wish y'all the best in this situation. It seems like y'all have a lot to think about, and I wish you good meditations, good journalings, good prayers, that those things are able to be resolved in the time that they need to be resolved in. Yeah. If you know what this reading is about and it connected with you in any sort of special way, which I mean, if you're still watching it, I really hope it had. Let me know how it resonated, because I'm really interested to be here on your journey with you and see what kind of new person comes out of this cocoon here of your own making. So yeah, comment, let me know, and if you enjoyed the video, please like it so I know that you enjoyed it, and so the algorithm will bring you back. And if you would like more videos like this and you enjoy the way that I read, subscribe. There will be more on the way. Hit the bell so you know when there will be more on the way. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.